Hello guys, what's up? CodefForge here, how you doing? Today I have a question for you. Have you ever heard about Angular pipes? If you don't and you want to learn something new, I encourage you to watch this video. I have already created simple project using Angular CLI, and over here we can see it's up and running on the localhost 4200. We can see a new page from the Angular framework. We have several links over here that will help you start with the framework itself, and also some tools that will also help you when you will be working with the Angular framework at the bottom over here. Okay, so let's get rid of this because we are pro and we don't need it right now. So I will select everything and hit the backspace. Let's create some div elements and we will embed our pipes later on in these div elements, so it will be a little bit more readable. Okay, so we go over here, we type div, and first one will have the class boxes wrapper, and inside we will have another div with the basic box, and inside we will have another with the class title. Okay, and the first pipe we will take a look is the lowercase pipe, so it will be like this, and let's go to the SCSS to style it. You probably haven't came here to learn SCSS styling, have you? So I will paste it over here and we can save it and also save it over here. And here's our styled div element. Great. Okay guys, now it's the hard part, so stay focused. Okay, I'm joking. So to use the pipe, in the first place we have to use the interpolation. So we type double curly braces and we are passing some string over here. So let's use good old hello world, like this. Let's save it and we can see that our string hello world appeared over here. This string can come from here or from the app component.ts file. So let's maybe change it to greeting, and let's go to this TS file and let's say it is greeting, and we should use this one, hello world. Yeah, it actually doesn't matter if we save it right now, it's the same. Now it's the hard part, so we have to use this vertical pipe or ruler, I don't know how to call it, and I don't know the pro name of this. So to use the pipe we have to use the name of the pipe, so it will be lowercase. And now if we save it, we can see that our string that comes from the class is all lowercase. And this is basically how you use the pipes. There is also the uppercase pipe, so you can make it all uppercase if you have lowercase text. So let's move on. Let's copy this stuff over here, let's paste it, and now we'll take care of the date pipe. Okay. To make use of it, we have to go to the class file, and over here we will create an object, the date object. So let's name it example date. And we want the actual date, so we will say new date. Now we can save it and go to the HTML file, and all we have to do is replacing the variable name, so it was example date. And maybe let's get rid of this for now and save it. And we can see it's not really user friendly, but we can use this pipe over here, so we will say date. Now we can save it, and as you can see, it is a lot more user friendly than before. This pipe is highly customizable and versatile, and by that I mean you can pass parameters to this pipe. So yes, you can pass the parameters, so you can change the behavior of the pipe. And let's do it. Let's say we want to make something like medium, and if we save it, you can see that the format of the date has changed. We can also display the time if we want to, so we will change the medium to short time, and if we save it, we have only the time. Or we can specify the format, so let's say it will be HH, and when later on we want MM and SS. And if we save it, we have our format over here. So it's pretty cool. If you want to learn more, check out the documentation because it's really worth. Let's change it back to the default one for now, like this. Okay. Next on the list is the JSON pipe. So let's copy this again. Let's change it to the JSON pipe. And to use this JSON pipe, we will need actual objects. So we go over here and we'll create. Oh, let's get rid of this because we don't need it anymore. Let's say it will be example object. And we create the object like this. And let's say we will have first name over here. And it will be John. And the last name over here. And let's say it will be Smith, and let's say it will also have age, and we'll set it to 22, and we can save it. We can go over here. I don't really know why you would like to use this JSON pipe in your application, maybe in some programming page or something like this. Maybe it would be useful when you are debugging something, so yeah, maybe there. So to actually use this, we have to change the example date to example object which we have created, and after this vertical pipe or ruler we want to say JSON, and this is how you are using this pipe. If we save it, we can see that our JSON is displayed like here, right? Oh, and I forgot this one. Yeah, so it's good. Next on the list is slice pipe. So we grab this thing and we paste it, and it will be slice pipe. As you probably already figured out, to play with the slice pipe, we will need the array. So we go over here and we have this John guy. So let's create the array that will say he has a cat. So we say example array. And we are creating the array with the word John has, it should be in those ones, a cat. Not the car, the cat, yes. And we can save it. Now we want to replace example object with the example array like this, and instead of the JSON pipe we want to use the slice pipe. Also we can specify the start index and the end index of the slicing. So we want to start at the first and we want to end at the third index. And if we go to the array, we can see that if we start with the first, here's the 0, here's the first, so we will get the has. When the second one is a, so we will get the a because we are ending at the third, but we are not including this third, so it is worth to remember. And if we save it, we can see that we are getting has a because we are not including the third, right? Take a look over here, because here's the first place where we are passing multiple parameters to our pipe. So yeah, it's possible. Next position on our list is pipe chaining. So it's pretty nice, I think, and can be pretty useful. So let's change it to the pipe chaining. And for this we will use some string. Oh, not like this. This is some string, let's say. We have the string which we want to slice. So we can slice it from the index number 5, and if we don't specify the second parameter, which is optional, it will go to the end of the string. And now to actually chain another pipe, we have to use this vertical ruler and type the name of the pipe which we want to use. So we say uppercase, and if we save it right now, we can see that we will get is some string, that is correct, and is uppercase, so our pipes worked. Last pipe we will take a look on is currency pipe. So we go over here, we copy it, paste it, and we will say pipe. No pipe. We will say currency pipe. Okay. To use this pipe, we will need some numbers. So let's say it will be 102.84. And to use the currency pipe, as you probably already know, we have to use currency word. If we save it, we can see that it appeared with the $sign, which is pretty cool. We can change the currency type, which is displayed by passing different string parameters to the currency pipe. Concrete values which you can pass to this currency pipe are described in the ISO 4270 standard. So it's not like you can pass anything you want. You can also read about it in the currency pipe documentation. So let's say we want to change it to euro. So we want to pass the string EUR. And if we save it, we can see the type has been changed. And let's try another one. So we want to say JPY. So we will get the yens. So this is how it works. It is also possible to specify some local codes and also to define some digits informations, like how many digits you want to display before the point or after the point. So if you want to learn more, check out the documentation. And the final step for you to become the master of Angular pipes is creating your own custom pipe. So let's do it, guys. We will open the terminal because we are pro and we are using Angular CLI. And in the first place, we want to navigate here. So we go to the source app and we want to create a directory that will be called pipes. And it's here, and we want to navigate over here. And now we want to create new pipe. So we type ng new, no, not new, it was generate pipe, and we want to name it power. And we want to put it in the power directory. So we hit enter, and after a few seconds CLI should generate it for us. Oh, it's very, very slow, but we are waiting, and yes, it's here. You probably already know what our pipe will do. It will raise the passed parameter to a given power. Let's take a closer look on our generated pipe. So we have a class that implements pipe transform interface, and this class is also decorated with the pipe decorator, and it has the name of power. So this is the name which we will use in our HTML file. All the magic happens in the transform method. We have some default implementation which does nothing and accepts value and some arguments. But let's implement it. So in the first place, we want to pass the base of our number, which will be increased to a given power. And also we want to pass the exponent. So we type exponent, and it will be also the number. Okay. In the return statement, all we want to do is use the power method from the math class, and we will pass the base and also the exponent. And what we else want to do, the default exponent, so if the user will not pass the exponent explicitly, we want it to be 2. Okay, so we can save it. Now we can navigate to the HTML file, and we copy this thing over here, we paste it, let's name it custom power pipe, and let's say we want to power number 2, and we want to use the name of our pipe, which was power. And you can see that we are passing 2, so the 2 is the base, so it is this parameter. And we are not passing any exponent over here. So by default, we have implemented it to be 2. So the output should be 4. If we save it and scroll down, it's 4. Now, if we define the exponent, so we will pass another parameter. So let's say it will be 4. And if we save it, it will become 16. because over here the exponent now has the value, so it is used to power up the base, right? Okay. And let's customize a little bit this power pipe. So let's say we want to also multiply our number at the end. So let's say it will be multiple number, and now we want to also multiply it. So we type multiply variable, and the default value will be 1. So we will not change it if the user will not pass it. So if we save it, it's still 16. But if we pass another parameter, let's say 2, it should be doubled, so it's 32. And this is how you guys became the Angular pipes masters. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.